reminiscing today and using the all-time, old-time goodies and all that stuff.
And to me, we have a culture passed by no other civilization, but we don't know anything about it.
I think you can always write something that the people will understand.
Thank God that He gave me the energy to carry out the role. But I was just playing a part for humanity, and I'm still playing a part for humanity. That's my role.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Soundtrack to My Life. I'm your most gracious host, Julian Butts, aka Distinguished Legacy, and we're live from the Quixote Art Gallery in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I'm blessed and fortunate enough to have a special guest with me today. Another little brother of mine. He's from the Chattanooga area, and he's looking to continue to do great things as a student athlete as well as an entrepreneur. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the world to Mr. CJ Greer. What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, man?
Absolutely. Thank you for coming through, bro. Thank you
for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling real good.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know things have been a little different for you since COVID and the adjustment that you're making as far as, you know, using your time wisely and things of that nature. How's the adjustment been for you?
It's been good, especially with this COVID, me not going back to school in Canada.
Right.
So it's just trying to figure out what's next or what can I get better at.
Absolutely.
Just finding different opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's safe to say that you spending your time wisely, man, staying around wise counsel, doing a lot of things to elevate yourself and your brand. Having to opt out of you know your year in college as far as basketball is concerned, I guess, how tough was that for you mentally?
It's very tough, especially being away from basketball this long. I've never had that break.
Right.
So just not being a part of a team.
Right.
And going to practice, waking up, workouts. It's like, man, I miss it. So
right.
Get back to it.
Absolutely. So what have you been doing to keep yourself busy or to keep your mind on ball?
Just staying in the gym. If it's conditioning, running, working out, anything to just help me get better and get on pace.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you have definitely been excelling at that, man. I'm somebody who admires that, and I hope you continue to do that because it's gonna pay big dividends for you next year. But what I'm astounded by is your ability not to allow those things to deter you from not only continuing to mature as a young man, but also expanding your brand, which is the M3O brand that you have with your family. Could you speak a little bit about the brand and what it means to you?
Yeah, so it really started, my dad used to do shirts when I was little.
Absolutely.
And he'll put me on it, and so it kind of grew up from there, and then we started to take it a little more serious, like we can really do something with this.
Right.
And so especially during this time, it's a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people going out and starting their own business. Right. And so we want to get this started.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as a young black man, what does entrepreneurship mean to you?
Man, just making my own legacy.
Yeah.
Leaving something behind, especially like what my dad said. He was like, when I go away, I want something to be here for y'all.
Right.
And y'all can have on your own. So just with that being said, I want my own thing too.
Dope.
And I want to be my own boss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
and that absolutely, that's something that always captivated me about you is you never had an idea of just working, right? You wanted to work to own something, and that's something that you've been making your effort to start out early. Like I said, it is a business that you started with your father and your brother. Shout them out. What's their name, man? How can they find y'all?
You can find the M3O page at M3O_family, and IM_M3O at my dad, and the real Tyson Greer.
Absolutely.
My little brother.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, in conversation and in workouts, getting in the gym with him, getting the opportunity to work with him and learn more about him, we kind of naturally came across music because music gets us going. Lord knows me and him both hate working out in the gym without music.
Man.
Terrible, right? And us, we do have an age gap, so it's kind of hard to find music that we both like. So when we do, we always kind of latch on to it and we'll play it till the wheels fall off. And one of those albums that we both enjoy is Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap. What comes to mind when you think about Nipsey Hussle and or Victory Lap?
I feel like this album for him was more of I'm gonna show you what I can do. I'm not just a street rapper, you know.
Right.
And growing up from where he was from,
right,
not many people make it out. And so for him to have this album really just set him apart.
Right.
And I feel like on this album he was kind of like storytelling.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely got the opportunity to introduce his lyrical capabilities and or storytelling capabilities to the world at a level that people couldn't deny. Right. Of course, in his untimely death, it kind of holds a different value more now than it did then, as it pertains to popular point of view.
Right.
But like as you take a look at it, you know, pick it up, you know, take the wrapper off of it, and then we'll kind of extend our conversation from there. Thank you, sir. So when you look at the front of it, like what comes to mind when you look at the front of it, him just, you know what I mean, that visual, right?
I feel like it just represents him, like who he is, like a laid back, chill, like respectful,
right,
type manner.
Absolutely.
And the way he carries himself. So I feel like it ain't too much and it ain't too simple. It's just for him.
Just for him. Absolutely. It definitely, to me, is definitely a great inflection of him. And once again, hindsight being 2020, understanding his untimely death, if you had to pick a way to go out on an album cover like that, you know what I mean? It just kind of defines that and defies that. So that's really dope. Let's see, is there anything inside? Let's see if there's any activity going on in there. If not, I see it's usually some sort of poster or some sort of image attached. Pick it up and turn it around. I hold the vinyl. I hold the record player. Yeah. Pick it up and turn it around so yeah.
More black sound.
Yeah. It's him and the crew.
Yeah.
So like, I guess as you look at that, you look at those images, what do you think some of those images represent to you?
Just what he grew up in, like the struggle, and just his creativity, where he came from, working on his craft, and just trying to better himself, his family, and the opportunity.
Absolutely. And I see clear images of, you know, his humble beginnings on there, right? And like you said, you speak about how your dad started off, you know, putting y'all on t-shirts, right? Mm-hmm. Now y'all got canvases made and merch here, and it's almost like, once again, as he says, you know, the only difference between him and other people is you just never stop going. Just stay consistent with what he was doing. So that definitely speaks to a lot. And if you could be so kind of look at the backtrack list right there and kind of let me know some of the music that sticks out to you. What do you think when you hear it, or what gets you going in a workout versus what you ride to? Like, just give me some stuff.
Of course, in grind mode, you know, hustle and motivate.
Motivate is one of them.
Dedication, grinding all my life. I feel like in victory lap, I feel like when you're in grind mode, you just listen to that.
They just hit different.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
That.
So you just riding the whip. You just want to vibe out what you rocking out to then.
It ain't known here. I think it's on the deluxe, but double up.
Double up is one.
And Million While You Young.
Million While You Young. For me, that would be, of course, for you. I mean, the ones you did was working out would be everyone that you just named. But when I'm riding the car, Status Symbol 3, Blue Laces 2, and Victory Lap. Those would be the three that I would choose for sure. But I gotta put you on the spot. If you had to listen to one song to rock out to right now, how you feeling in this moment, what would it be and why?
Hustle and Motivate.
Hustle and Motivate, and why?
I mean, like that's just what it is, especially right now in this time. I feel like if you want something, you gotta go get it.
Right.
It ain't gonna be handed to you.
Absolutely.
And so for this song, I feel like it speaks volume.
Absolutely. And I mean, once again, man, I'm definitely gonna rock out to that. But I also, you know, prayers to him and his family, and you know, I really appreciate his ability to cultivate young talent as it pertains to like the Roddy Riches of the world and the Mozzes of the world. People were able to see him turn into the man that he is, but he was robbed of the ability to kind of see some of those guys turn into who they are now. As well as in this particular moment, I just think Nip probably would have gave something to the world as far as what's going on with, you know, social unrest, the political agendas and things of that nature, as well as COVID. I think he probably would have provided something to the world that probably would have moved us in a way that no other person can. So, definitely want to give a shout out to him. But we're gonna rock out to what you pick? Hustle and Motivate.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now, but you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the